Hi, this is Reporter's Take. I'm Sakshi Batra and I have with me Shreya and Nandi, and we are here to talk about the latest announcements that the government has made on the FDI policy for the e-commerce sector yesterday. Thanks very much, Shreya, for joining in. Now tell us, what were the key announcements made by the government yesterday on this front?
So as you know, Sakshi, the government has tweaked certain FDI policy norms for the e-commerce sector. And on the face of it, it looks like that big e-commerce giants such as Flipkart and Amazon would face a massive blow.
Okay.
So, you know, there are certain new rules related to cashback schemes, which will make deep discounts more difficult. And also, it has also barred certain exclusive deals, among exclusive deals of vendors with big marketplaces. So for say, if when we talk about exclusive deals, say I'm Xiaomi and I want to sell or launch my phone exclusively on say Flipkart, from now on I cannot do that.
Okay.
Secondly, in case of cashback schemes, the government has clearly stated it in the FDI policy that it has to be fair and non-discriminatory, which means that any particular vendor cannot be preferred to give any kind of special preferential treatment and deep discounts.
Absolutely. So this is definitely to create a level playing field between all the vendors who deal with all these e-commerce giants, and the government has been taking time and again certain steps to regulate the whole sector. So by when can we expect these announcements to get implemented in the first place, and also what is the other big announcement?
So Sakshi, as per the notification, the rules will be implemented from February 1, 2019.
Okay.
So we have close to like 1.5 months for the rules to come into picture. Also, another important announcement is that, for example, if a vendor has directly or indirectly any equity participation or equity stake in a e-commerce marketplace or a big firm, then the vendor won't be able to sell its products on the particular platform. So I think there's a big setback. Also,
so say case in point, Cloudtail.
Yeah. So if Cloudtail has, it has stake in Amazon. So now from now on, as per the new rules, it won't be able to sell its products on Amazon. Also, there is another important clause that's there, is that a single vendor cannot sell more than 25% of its product on the portal.
All right, so lots of changes being announced in these fresh announcements that the government is making for the sector. But what if these sellers flout these norms? Will there be penalties then?
Till now, there was no very clear-cut rules regarding violations, but there were certain rules, but now the government has made it more strict. For example, from now on, by 30th September of every financial year, these e-commerce companies will have to furnish a certificate to the Reserve Bank of India, say disclosing that they have followed and are compliant with all the rules or guidelines that the government has notified yesterday.
Absolutely. So definitely it's a big setback for all the e-commerce giants like Amazon and Flipkart, and also maybe for the companies like Xiaomi and Motorola, which have been launching their own exclusive phones with these e-commerce giants. But who will be the big gainers then?
So as you can see that since it's not a very good news for the big e-commerce giants, it's a win-win situation, most likely a win-win situation for the small e-commerce players and also for the brick and mortar stores, because now they will have a level playing field against all the big companies. They will be able to directly compete with these companies, because remember, the small companies have always complained that they don't have a level playing field against these people, because the bigger ones give big discounts or there are preferential treatments, because of which certain e-commerce companies are always they fall behind.
Absolutely, and this has been a talk of the town, and the government is receiving a lot of complaints from the brick and mortar space as well, especially the smaller merchants, and probably these rules will be able to aid them for sure. But lastly, I just want to understand from you, Shreya, what if we just talk about that the latest in the draft e-commerce policy that was already in the works? What is the latest that you're hearing on that front?
So on the draft e-commerce policy, we still have to wait for some time, because certain changes or certain rules that's needed to regulate the sector is already out. For more, more definitive and a proper policy, maybe we need to wait for a couple of more ones from the DIPP, which is actually regulating the policy and preparing a note on it.
Absolutely. Thanks a lot, Shreya, for sharing with us all these details. Well, big announcements being made on the FDI policy for the e-commerce sector. Some setback impact for sure for Amazon and Flipkart, these kind of giants, but definitely a win-win situation for small-time merchants and definitely the brick and mortar stores who have been falling behind in the curve to get access to a wider spectrum of customers in this entire space. Thanks very much for watching us in this edition of Reporters Take. Do stay logged on to moneycontrol.com for more news and updates. Thanks for watching.